resolution though. It's lower resolution though.
You can use it on the TV.
But this doesn't this wait, the Switch doesn't have an internet browser, does it?
Oh wait, shit, wait, did we just... Oh wait, we just have everything unlocked now, shit. Also, hello everybody, welcome to the stream.
Hello. Yo, the feet! Yo, wait, go back to that. I'm sorry, it's too late, you gotta. Damn! Morgus is fucking going off. Hell yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Get out of
The
there.
anime adaptation art design.
Ah, yeah,
But wait, who's the white maid? I also saw a
Oh,
white
you literally
maid.
can't do
You
fragment
spoiled me.
without doing the first two. Okay.
Alright, well.
I saw a white maid. You spoiled me, SMA.
Yeah, more
What?
Fata Morgana, everyone.
What the fuck?
Here, who's that? Who's that on the bottom left?
That's the white-haired girl.
She never looked like that.
Yes, she did! In
Randy,
the first
this is-
door!
In the door.
Randy, this is a different art
She did not wear
style.
blue.
It's
She
just a
didn't wear
different art
blue.
style.
It's a different art
It's
style.
purple.
Yeah, it's purple.
Like, this is not painterly at all.
How many
This
shorts
is
do you
anime.
even fucking
It's ending.
have? Hold on a
There you go.
second.
I'm curious about that. You said before there were short stories, so I.
There's so many.
I may or may not be on my heater energy today, but we'll see.
I'm gonna need you to turn that off effective
Because we're gonna.
immediately.
This is the fun episode, everybody. We're gonna have so much fun today.
I'll try.
Tales, yeah. This is just these are the side stories.
I
Unless
missed
it
the
got
first text, what did it
trolled.
I just
say?
want to see how many we have. Look at how
I told
many
you
we
There's,
have.
God
there's
damn.
17. And like I told you, not all of them are relevant. There's
Yeah, we're
we
not
have
gonna
to do a
play
slow,
all of them.
we have to do a slow
Yeah.
killing poison so everyone can shut up about Ami.
Mm.
Anyway,
Anyways, it's time for the
I
nice
think it's
happy
fair to
farming.
ask for a natural conclusion.
it already had a natural conclusion.
A tale beyond their happy end. Ah! No going back to sleep today, Michelle. Time. What's the time? What? 9! We're meeting at 10. That was my second alarm, wasn't it? Out of bed now, not a time to waste. How big of an oaf would I look if I were late because I slept in? Normally I have no problem waking up, but I had trouble falling asleep last night thanks to my nerves. What am I, a 5-year-old? Breakfast I can do without. Need to get dressed and cleaned up. Teeth brush, checked. Hair brushed, check. Buttons all lined up properly, check. Tag removed from my new shirt, check. Room, a disaster. I was planning to clean it when I got up this morning. That's fine though, it's not like I'm inviting her over. I shouldn't even be thinking about that in our first time out. Okay, all set. Here goes. Oh fuck! They're throwing the grenade at you immediately.
Oh, the music.
There are memories ingrained in my soul. Were I to tell anyone, they might think I was mad. Maybe that I had been reading too many New Age self-help books, or possibly even that I was a member of a shady cult. But in any event, it likely wouldn't give many people a good impression of me. In my memory of my past life, the soul was held in great regard, and the church wielded nearly absolute power. But neither of those things were true in the present day. While people had more freedom, more choices, and more opportunities than ever before, there were things they had lost, no longer accepted. That the soul was real. That miracles actually happened. That there was still so much about the world we didn't know, didn't understand. People these days were simply not inclined to accept such truths. But I wasn't particularly troubled by the fact that a few were likely to believe me. I didn't feel alone in my knowledge, because I wasn't. Because on that fateful day, we found each other again. She turned toward me, the very same Giselle from my memories. And just as I recognized her, she too knew exactly who I was. For the two of us have memories. Memories ingrained in our soul. And no longer do these memories serve as shackles. If I can keep up this pace, I should make it right on time. Oh, thank goodness. Please, for the love of all that is holy, don't growl in front of her. Turn of events that can only be described as miraculous, we were reunited after nearly 1,000 years. It was the sort of dramatic moment you might see at the end of a movie or a novel, the point at which the story was finished and nothing more needed to be told. But our lives continued on past that moment. An eventful, hardly noteworthy succession of days. Nothing particularly different from what you might find in any other random person you chose off the street. But it was that little fistful of happiness that we had sought for so many years. We were just two ordinary people now. There's no drama or excitement in the tale that follows. Only a small slice of two regular lives. It had only been about a week since our reunion, and while I would have loved to grab Giselle by the hand and take her home with me right then and there, I couldn't simply uproot her from her own life. Both of us were busier than we had been in the Middle Ages, myself with work and her with university. So after that, we quickly caught each other up on our present life situations, exchanged contact information, and agreed to meet up the following week. I then walked to the station, and that was the end of that. A rather underwhelmingly mundane conclusion to such a dramatic, tearful reunion. Especially coming right after I had said, I want to spend my days with you, with that smile always at my side, and nothing to get in our way. Though I suppose it shouldn't have come as any surprise that reality wasn't as simple as fairy tales. That meant today would be our first chance to spend any real quality time together. Hence the butterflies in my stomach, and having not gotten much sleep last night. By all accounts, I had no reason to be nervous. We knew each other better than perhaps two people ever should. But this was different. This was now. We weren't just in a new era. We'd been given entirely new lives. Not a second late! Am I here first? Oh, thank goodness. I want to start off on the right foot here, and keeping her waiting is not the way to do that. But thankfully, I
Michelle.
did not make it here before her.
Good morning.
Good morning, Giselle.
Are you feeling okay? You're as red as a beet and you're breathing pretty heavily.
You can say damn, it's fine. These are good fits.
Damn!
He's
That's-
so
that's
red.
But okay, but
That's
like,
so
why?
debatable. She's-
I love
What?
that dress. I love the
He's-
suit. I love
Why
the
is she wearing an
sweater.
apron? Why is she wearing an apron still?
He
I was
looks
gonna
just
say,
like
why
me.
is she still dressed like she's living in Victorian
A bit.
England?
She's still dressed a bit like a maid.
Like, it's
She's got an
fashion.
apron.
It's fashion.
I love how
She's
She'll
this,
be
working on
like,
it.
You
you
swag,
do realize
it's
it's
fashion.
we're not in the Middle Ages and you're not a maid. You can wear a normal attire.
They
like
switched-
Why
normal.
would
they
she?
switched hairstyles.
okay.
They switched hairstyles.
After-
It's great.
I guess after being a maid for 1,000 years or
Like,
so, it's a bit
Mich-
difficult to let go.
Michelle's is fancy as fuck, but I can see
Michelle
someone
is
wearing
so
that.
Wait, look how long his hair is.
I met someone who would dress like this today. Well, not with the hair, but
Were they
the
cool?
feet.
That shit's touching his heels.
No, they're hot.
It's quite true.
No.
His hair does not touch his heels.
No.
It looks like it would, almost.
It is down his back though.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Yeah, getting back to it.
Oh, I already read this, yeah.
Never felt better. Well enough to do a little bit of running, in fact.
You ran all the way here. There was no need to rush.
I didn't want. I hope I didn't keep you waiting.
Oh no, not at all. You're here right on time.
I suspected you might show up early, so I wanted to be here at least 5 minutes beforehand.
I suppose I did show up a bit early.
When did you get here exactly?
About 5 minutes ago, I think.
Now the truth.
9:30.
That's way too early!
I was just, I was so eager to see you again. I'm sorry I let myself get a bit too excited, didn't I?
No, it's fine. I mean, I hardly slept for the same reason, so... Anyway, I'm sorry for making you wait so long.
No worries. I spent the extra time in the cafe right there. I couldn't be happier.
Happier about waiting?
Absolutely. You can see the station's entrance through the cafe windows. And I was sitting there giddily imagining you out there among the crowd looking for me. That 30 minutes went. That 30 minutes went by before I even knew it.
Is that so?
Was that creepy?
No, not creepy at all. Just, my heart may have skipped a beat.
And don't forget, I'm a pro when it comes to waiting. Shit. An hour may as well be half a second.
I'll still try and avoid keeping you waiting in the future.
I'd appreciate that. So, what's the plan? You said you were going to choose where we went.
Ah, yeah. Today's schedule was all on me, at my own request. For one, I wanted to show her I could be more proactive than in the past. And for two, I wanted her to just be able to enjoy the day without worrying about anything else. After all, this was our first date. Shall we start with a movie, then?
Oh, I like that idea. I haven't been to the cinema in a while, but it's just not the same as watching it on a TV at home. I can't wait.
I was afraid it might come off as too safe, but Giselle seems fond of the idea. Thank you, whoever invented movie theaters. And thank you, whoever wrote that dating manual.
So, what are we gonna see?
Oh.
Oh?
What should we see?
So you only decided on a movie and not a specific one, Michelle? I thought you wanted to go because you had something in mind.
Sorry, I was so focused on figuring out where to take you. Tripped 2 steps out of the gate.
Oh, don't beat yourself up, it's fine. Finding something to see once you're there is fun too.
Let's do that then. We'll go to one of the bigger theaters, something with a larger selection.
Perfect. Save. Time to save. Oh, not yet. Just kidding.
Not yet. No, we got a minute.
Oh.
Hey,
Time to save.
really quickly, can you tell what time period this photo was taken in?
Impossible
I sure
to tell.
can.
This is definitely not a very
Inglourious
iconic.
Bastards in the
Shut
background.
up! No,
yeah.
That's
Is one
Inglourious
Yeah.
Basterds.
Definitely not.
Bastards.
I
There's
wasn't
also
sure what
Ice
you're talking about, 'cause I
Age
didn't
in
know
the
what
Yeah,
that
there's
was
an Ice Age
like.
movie there too.
I was trying to figure out what that was.
Wait, did you say SH movie? Silent Hill?
No, Ice Age.
Oh,
The
Ice
Schmovies?
Age. I think it said SH.
It's definitely impossible to tell. What do you mean?
He schmovies.
Michelle, very, very silly question for you.
Yes.
Are you someone who gets popcorn at the theater?
Well, she wasn't
person
lying about how
does
silly
that?
it was. I said my empty stomach appreciates her bringing up the subject of food.
Michelle?
Right. Not usually. I prefer to focus on the movie.
Oh, really? I like to have a bag to munch on while I'm watching, personally.
By all means.
It's not gonna bother you hearing me crunch in your ear?
Not particularly, no. For anyone else, then maybe. I'm in a popcorn mood today myself, so I'll get a bag as well. Can't fight this hunger any longer.
Oh, alright. We'll get one salted and one sweetened. Oh, the ticket counter is open. Have you decided what we're seeing?
Is there anything you'd like to see? I was thinking you could choose.
I want you to decide, Michelle. I'm curious to see what kind of movie you'd pick.
I see. Well then, okay, now we're gonna save. Because
We get to pick their movie?
we get to pick movies.
Oh, yeah.
There's so many.
We're gonna watch
Nice.
all of these.
Really?
This is a dating sim now, I guess.
This will define
This
how well the
is way
relationship goes.
better than Recreation.
We have
That's right, let's watch
action,
it.
Oh.
Naughty?
romance,
You know the
Ah,
first
animated
You know
and
the
naughty.
So you
Oh,
know,
you know what I want?
Naughty has to come
Save the best for
at
last.
last.
Say.
Yeah,
Is
agreed.
Naughty the best for last, or do we want to do canonical best for last?
I mean, I think that romance would be the best one for last.
You think?
Hmm.
Wait,
Or horror. I don't know.
I thought,
Horror should be first. They've been through.
I agree with
They've
Rome.
lived through like
I am
4
fine.
horror movies.
Okay.
I'm
well,
fine with romance being last, but in that
Romance
case, Naughty
being
has to be
last,
penultimate.
okay.
But Naughty has to be penultimate.
Alright.
Please.
Understandable. In that case, we will start with the horror movie first. How about this one?
That looks pretty scary. I hope there aren't too many jump scares.
It's 2009.
Trendy.
They're gonna be loaded with jump
So
scares.
true. So true.
Unfortunately, yeah.
If you're not a fan of horror, we can see something else.
Oh no, I'm fine with the movie. I'm curious how it'll turn out, even if it does look creepy. Look how much they packed into the poster. Makes you want to know about all the pieces coming together.
That's precisely why I chose this one, in fact. This part in particular with the mansion draped in fog.
I feel like I've seen this somewhere before.
The similarity is probably coincidental.
Oh, and did you read the tagline? Death shall befall all you who set foot in this house.
I feel like I've heard that somewhere before.
Well, like you said, it's probably a coincidence. That said, I'm even more interested in seeing it now, but for other reasons.
Indeed. Alright, well, I'll go get the tickets. I won't be too long.
I'm coming with you, and I'd at least like to pay for...
No, please, allow me. If you would.
Okay. I... Thank you.
Random woman.
Oh my god, it scared me silly. The part when the maid's face appeared out of nowhere, the hell about made me jump on my seat.
Woman 2.
Same here. And then it turns out she's the real heroine. Holy wow, that was something.
Am I cracking just thinking about that ending?
I have to say, that wasn't scary at all.
No, not really. I feel like I knew everything that was going to happen.
Surely, it's just a coincidence, right? I'll be right back.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, surely it was a coincidence. We didn't just watch her life story play exactly.
A
the same.
juxtaposed
What was that movie called
production.
again?
It
The house in
It didn't
Fatty
say.
Morgana?
doesn't...
Probably just a coincidence.
The mansion in the Mirage? That's weird.
Executive producer Mel.
Hey, wait.
That's right. I directed this movie at the age of 16.
Oh god, get him out of here!
It
Oh,
would,
here we
it would
are.
be
Yeah.
okay. We know it would be Jacopo, if
Have you
anyone.
guys ever thought about is Mel short for Melvin?
Now it is.
I prefer Mel.
Like, what else could it be short
Melvin.
for?
we have the Melvin emote.
Meld.
Oh, it's
I forgot about that.
Melvin?
I mean, what else would it be
Uh,
short
it-
for?
A Melvin is a consistent slang term for a nerdy person,
Like,
due to it being a common nerdy name.
Maybe Melville instead?
Yeah, I think Melvin is the only masculine name.
oh, Crimson's not good.
Melvin, Melanie, Melika, Melhem, Melina, Melinda, Melody, Melissa, Melita. It could be Melchior.
What is it? Like, there needs to be franchise.
Oh, John.
Pretty sure Melchior is also like a like biblical. Well, it is a biblical name. That could make
I was
sense.
gonna say, at that time
doesn't have
period,
two
it could
Ls.
very well be.
Alright, here.
Melchior's so cool though.
Probably. It wasn't exactly the same. And there are hundreds of horror movies set in old mansions.
Yeah, that's gotta be it.
You remember to look up the movie staff. It's a long shot, but maybe someone we know was involved.
Though, even setting that aside, it wasn't a particularly scary movie. I don't think movies about ghosts will ever be able to scare me.
Oh, and why's that?
Because I kind of know what it's like, maybe?
Good point.
I feel like I'd be more sad for them than scared, honestly. There's a lot more to this remembering your past life thing than I expected.
I'll say. Alright, and then and now we're gonna go to a different movie.
What if there's something strange in her neighborhood?
Yeah, but then who you gonna call?
Alright. So yeah.
What if she has a freaky ghost bed?
We will do
Action,
action
I guess?
next. Yes.
Hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah.
How about
Yes,
this
Your
one?
Honor. This man has no dick.
What?
What?
That's from Ghostbusters.
Oh, okay.
Thank you.
Oh, I've heard this movie is non-stop action from start to finish. People can't get enough of it. They're coming back to see it again and again. I'm excited to see what all the fuss is about.
Avatar?
Buongiorno.
Are you a big fan of action movies?
I wouldn't say I'm a big fan, but I watch them from time to time. If one's showing on TV, I won't change the channel, so I've probably seen most of the big names at least.
Well, I'm glad to hear you don't hate them at least. Women don't tend to be very fond of action movies.
Now, Michelle, that's just being sexist. Girls only watch mushy romance movies, you know. Anyone can enjoy any kind of movie. Action, mystery, suspense, horror. Your gender doesn't determine your taste.
You're right. I apologize. I can think of one blonde-haired Italian woman with a particular taste for guns and sharp objects who makes a perfect counter example.
What about you? Are you a big action movie buff?
I enjoy them, yes.
There's a surprise. I assumed you'd be more into literary or mystery stuff.
Is that how I come off?
It's how I imagined you.
It's always satisfying to watch a strong character in action. And sometimes I wish I could be like them.
So what you're saying is you want to be all big and beefy.
I'd never deny that. Anyway, I wouldn't call myself an action movie buff. I enjoy watching them, but not any more than your average guy. And there's some kinds I have trouble with.
Such as...
Anything involving crusaders.
Yeah, not many people our age can claim to be traumatized by history.
I can still watch the movies, I'm just not particularly fond of them. So don't worry about it too much. Alright, well, I'll go get the tickets. Won't be too long.
I think this part literally repeats.
Yeah, there we go.
That was amazing! Cars moving through the desert, non-stop explosions, badass ladies, a flame-throwing guitar.
How did Fury Road
I have
come
a
out in
need for speed
2009?
right now.
This is what that's
Oh
when
my.
that it came out. This came out around the time when that movie
I
came
see.
out.
Don't worry,
West
Giselle.
Side
It's all about family.
Whoa! Slow down, Giselle. It was an impressive
I guess
movie.
the
I'll
other
give
one
you
was
that.
just Crimson Peak.
But what are you about to do?
I'm buying a motorcycle.
Let's go!
Do you even have a license?
Who cares?
Who needs one when you can feel the speed?
You're going to hurt yourself.
Fine, then I'll get a guitar and have it customized.
Well, there
You're
you
going to
go.
hurt someone else.
Wait, what?
Can I at least get my head shaved?
Please, for the love of God, no!
Maybe.
That face, he's
Yo, holy shit! She's a fucking Vin Diesel stan.
No, she wants to be a Furiosa.
No, it's Fury Road.
She did say literally that she has a need for speed.
Finally, you've settled down.
Sorry. I'm okay now. The movie just dug its claws so deep into me I couldn't get them out even after it was over. What a terrifying film.
I'm more terrified about what it turned you into. I'm not sure you were actually going to shave your head.
I can be influenced pretty easily by movies and stuff. But don't think I get like that after every action movie.
I would advise you never watch one again if you did.
Don't you worry though, I'm back to my calm, tranquil self now.
I question whether those words are ever appropriate to describe you, but nonetheless I'm glad to see that you're back to normal. I don't think I'd have ever seen such an exhausting movie before. I feel like I spent 2 solid hours sprinting. Alright, back to the movies.
That's my favorite one.
Gotta need. Alright. Next we will do animation.
Oh god. Colin's gonna
Yo,
love
here we
this.
go. Ice Age.
How about this one?
Oh, an animated movie?
Oh no, they're gonna watch
Oh.
Strange Magic.
Oh, just look at them. They're all so
How
small and adorable.
dare you?
Oh, never mind. They're gonna watch Over the Hedge.
And the posters
I
look
hope
like
so.
a children's movie, though.
I thought it would be nice to see something easygoing and relaxing.
Oh yeah, starting off the day with something heavy doesn't seem wise. This is probably a safe choice then.
Plus, they're usually written so adults can enjoy them too. Such as parents watching with their kids.
Oh no, they're watching Minions.
Maybe they're watching Puss in Boots too.
What?
Maybe they got lucky.
It's 2015.
Maybe they time travel forward, yeah.
Oh, I hope it's good.
Alright, well, I'll go get the tickets. Yeah, same beat.
Yeah, it's the same.
That Michelle
Oh
face.
no, they definitely.
It's fucking.
Oh my god!
You know that South Park
Oh,
movie.
fuck.
from
It's fucking
2015.
South Park.
You fucking with me? They saw South Park.
The
make a
bad
longer
ending.
life.
The worst future.
They saw South Park. Wait,
That
they
joke is
saw
funny.
fucking South Park. Really?
Yeah, they saw South Park.
Oh my god.
Michelle and Giselle.
The little cute
Man,
creatures.
Michelle's gonna be like, oh my god, they killed Kenny, those bastards.
Why did Kenny die so many times?
Why indeed?
Why was it so gruesome when everyone's so cute and stylized? The lies.
Why indeed?
It was
It
a
would not.
cartoon. Why was everyone so vulgar?
Why indeed?
That was not the calm and relaxing movie I was expecting. God damn it, Josh.
You bastard!
Bitch really saw Cartman and went, aw, so cute.
Oh, what a cute little guy.
I mean, you could say that before you hear him say literally anything
God.
ever.
When you hear him talk about his mom.
I have an overwhelming urge to shout, you bastard!
I'm very sorry.
Not at you, Michelle.
Why did you let this happen,
At the
Michelle?
movie and the characters and whoever wrote it.
I was meant to be expecting it to be a dark comedy. What was the ratings commission thinking? How is that all appropriate for ages 12 and up?
Wait, did they actually do that?
I doubt.
Horrible,
I mean, it's
crappy
probably
movie,
PG-13.
honestly.
I don't know what the rating system is in France.
No, that shit was rated R. It was barely rated. It was almost rated NC-17.
It was pretty funny.
The
Tell you
reason
the
why
truth,
for that.
I have trouble holding back laughing at points as well.
Guess a little dark humor isn't bad every once in a while. It looks like it was based on a TV show too. We should get together and watch it sometime.
God,
30 seconds ago
the
you were
worst
saying it was
timeline.
terrible. Now you're planning a binge watch.
Let's
Yes,
go,
yes,
baby.
yes.
I'm not going to binge watch it, silly. And I'm certainly not curious to see how many different ways they can come up with to kill Kenny.
Yes.
I'm not sure the curse was. I'm not sure the curse was broken. I'm gonna be real.
Yeah, time to.
Side.
But we can arrange that later.
Giselle relates heavily to Kenny.
Giselle relates heavily. I bet
She's
Giselle
like
would
me.
love Family Guy.
Shut up! You shut your
She would
mouth.
absolutely.
You see, Michelle is a real Rick and
Family
Morty
Guy
fan.
was hilarious.
Giselle would be like, "Holy crap, Michelle!"
Alright,
Fuck up.
you know
Oh
what
my
it's
God.
time for.
Yeah, let's go.
And she'd
God
keep talking
damn
in
it.
like cutaway gags.
How about this one?
What?
Huh?
Is it 50 Shades of Grey?
Do you really want to see that one?
That sounds like an interesting romance.
Busty Made Paradise, Lost in Her
Okay.
Mountains.
This is a great theater. I like
Perfect.
You know, it's a theater. Right next
Excuse
to.
me? I suddenly pointed to the 18+ movie next to it. No, that wasn't the one I wanted to.
Right.
Oh, thank
Yeah.
goodness. I meant the.
Let's do it. Let's watch Busty Made Paradise.
This looks so
go.
Damn.
determined.
Okay.
Look at
Let's-
that face.
what?
She's determined. She's ready.
I know how hard it must have been for you to work up the courage to ask, and I'm not about to trample over your efforts,
Let's go.
Michelle.
So good.
Wait. What?
That face. Holy
Hell
shit.
yeah. Damn.
It'll be a little awkward, but I'll try to deal with it.
Whoa,
Let's
whoa, whoa,
go.
whoa, 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 stop! I didn't.
You're a boy, and they didn't have movies like this in our previous life. I completely, totally understand why you want to watch it.
No, please stop. I swear this wasn't the one I was pointing to. Besides, I'm not a boy. I'm a 27-year-old man. I've been in this era for long enough to know there's plenty more where this came from. But that's not the point!
Oh, no need to be bashful, Michelle.
Did you just fucking link a porn video in the chat? Are you kidding me?
What?
Well, I can delete it, sure.
What?
Please
I'm
do
just saying
so.
I was found it that it immediately came up with something.
Okay, but is it good though? How well rated
I
is
don't
it?
know. I didn't watch it.
Check the ratings.
Did I miss? Damn, did I miss something that got posted?
Simply look up Busty Made Paradise, I guess. Anyway,
Literally, yeah.
No, but we hooked
no
a
need
roosh,
to be
so
bashful,
that's
was it-
Michelle.
But was it Lost in Their Mountains or was it another one?
Oh wow, they are having sex in this video.
Wow, I wonder why.
In this
It's
porn, no.
pornography,
Shocking.
I thought
Shocking.
it maybe it was. I thought it was maybe me. No.
Joshy not beating those
Okay,
horny
God damn, that's a-
allegations. Any
This is such an accent face. I can't. Holy shit.
That smile is scaring the hell out of me.
Scaring the
Now,
hoes.
come on, let's get going. Excuse me, I'd like 2 tickets for Busty Made Paradise.
No,
Nobody else around
no,
the-
you don't! Why are they even showing this in a damn theater?
Me, 15, I can watch this for free.
Michelle's like, I could watch this for free online.
Wait, Michelle.
I'll live.
You startled me when you ran out of the theater. Then I find you outside on the ground lying in a puddle of your own nosebleed.
Oh my god.
Really?
You should get some rest. There's a bench right there.
I guess it could be worse than nosebleed.
Michelle is canonically and criminally horny on DL. He's just pretty, so we let it slide.
I'm sorry about everything.
I had fun watching your face turn every... That. I had fun watching your face turn every color of the rainbow, so don't worry about anything.
How am I supposed to not worry? It was my job to plan out this date, and I've gone and made a total disaster out of it.
And it was a very bold film, what we saw of it, at least.
Oh god,
And I've
you
never seen one of
specifically
those
picked
kinds
the
of
maid
movies
one
before.
too. Oh my god, oh no.
I'm not sure what I'd even say if you watched them regularly.
Do you watch them very often, Michelle?
What?
I mean, most guys do, right?
Well...
Don't be afraid to tell me. I'm very open-minded. I won't be upset even if you watch them every day.
I see.
Although, now that you have me, I kind of don't really like the idea of you looking at other women like that. I'm kidding. Forget I said anything.
She's literally a busty maid.
Sure.
That nosebleed's still going, huh?
And whose fault is that?
Oh, thank goodness it stopped.
Thank something.
I was getting ready to call an ambulance if it went on much longer.
Would make a great punchline to this train wreck of a first date. Alright, and now we do the okay one.
Are you sure this wasn't the canon one?
This
I
is
mean,
not the
whatever
canonical one,
whatever you
goodness.
want to be canonical in your heart.
I still find the concept of a nosebleed when you get horny really funny. Just everybody would be losing blood at the concept of porn.
Goodness me, my dog is furious right now, shit.
Hi, Abby.
She is all the way downstairs right now.
No,
How about
no,
this?
she's like,
How about this one?
oh, the poster, the title, everything about it oozes happy romance.
Yeah.
This is the last movie I would have expected you to pick, Michelle. It literally was.
Mhm.
This is something you actually want to watch, and you didn't just choose it for me, right?
I have no particular objections to this movie, although I'm not especially interested in it either.
Oh, I know. You just want to see the lead actress naked.
I beg your pardon?
I mean, it is a romance movie, and that's an important part of romance.
Maybe so, but I don't appreciate you making it sound like I'm just a horny teenager boy.
Well, if that's not why you chose it, I'm stumped.
What kind of person does she think I am? I simply thought it'd be more appropriate for a date than, say, a horror film or a thriller or Busty Made Paradise. And crucially, I think it's the kind of movie I can only watch with you.
Yeah. The audience does tend to be groups of women or couples. It'd be pretty awkward going alone, huh?
That's not what I meant at all. I was concerned with helping set the mood. But whatever, I suppose.
Well, you can rest easy today, Michelle. Now you get to be the guy everyone's jealous of, walking to a sappy chick flick with a pretty girl on your arm. You can stop cursing every couple you walk past now.
Why are you acting like I'm some kind of sad, lonely loser?
You sure look the part.
Fuck,
We found you.
ouch!
We found you throwing rocks at old people in the
I feel
parking
like
lot.
that sentence is an arrow going through his chest.
Hold on.
Just like
Michelle,
me, girl.
we found you in the parking lot throwing rocks at old couples.
We gonna go?
He said, hold on.
Oh. Oh,
Anyway.
hello,
It's just like you for
Lisa
real. I
Flora.
wasn't sure who you were referring to there.
What, Giselle, bro? I'll just drop a roast for no reason. Oh no.
Jeez.
Not done
Don't
listening to you
respect
talk
his-
about Busty Made Paradise.
Don't you expect the lack of thumb?
Flora?
Hello.
Hello. That was so wonderful. I can't stop thinking about the ending when they finally got together. I cried all the way through the credits and then some. I'm impressed with how well you held yourself together, Michelle.
Aww.
Michelle? It was. So tell me, what was your favorite scene, Michelle? It's a tough choice, but I had to go with the part where the girl's about to fall into a pit of lava and the guy risks death to save. You don't remember a thing about the movie, do you, Michelle? Why on earth would there be any lava pits? I swear you were distracted the whole time. I was right, wasn't I? You don't like romance movies very much. I wanted you to pick something you would like, not force yourself to sit through something just for me. Next time we'll see something more to your taste.
Yeah, Bestie Made Paradise.
Maybe a movie about a serial killer that targets couples. I mean, you do look the part. Alright, so what's next on the agenda? Let's go to the park then. I brought lunch for us. Where has it been? Does that mess up your plans? Yeah.
That's what the apron's for.
This will be the first time you've had it in a millennium, huh? No, really, where has this food been? Because even if it was in your car, it's hot. Y'all have been in the movie for 2 hours, maybe. Or maybe an hour
It
and a
might not
half.
be hot. They're in France for some godforsaken reason.
It gets
Oh.
warm in France too.
Oh fuck! I just
Wait.
realized I've had the microphone muted on Streamlabs. Not a single ounce of my dialogue got through in that last bit. It's fine.
I've just been talking to myself like a
Whoops.
crazy
Wait, you were
person.
talking to yourself?
If you were in Discord, that was a very good line read. Don't worry.
Oh, I just realized.
Hmm?
Are you alright spending so much time outside? You're still sensitive to sunlight, aren't you? Sorry, I should have asked you sooner, but it completely slipped my mind.
Ah, don't worry, I'm fine. A lot of progress has been made in the last 1,000 years. My doctor had me using special sunscreen, and I make sure to keep a pair of sunglasses on me at all times. Oh wow. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay.
What?
My dad,
Invasion! A red spirit has invaded
my
this
dad
world.
walked into my room and showed me his bloody, disgusting thumb.
Yeah.
Oh, fun!
Oh, jeez.
Did
Did
you
he still
like
have
it?
one at least?
Yeah, he still has it.
Okay.
No, they didn't
that's good.
amputate it.
Didn't have to throw it all away, okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so glad to hear that. About the shade and not the thumb.
Mm-hmm.
I like this spot.
There certainly are a lot of people here. Though I suppose it is the weekend.
Looking out at the beautiful scenery, everyone just quietly enjoying themselves. Life is good, wouldn't you say? Look at them. You can even nap here.
The weather is gray, so I can hardly blame them.
Would you like to join the fun after we eat? My lap is yours for the napping.
Hey, yo.
Eh?
What? I would love absolutely nothing more, but I don't want to answer too quickly and come off as clingy or creepy.
Aren't you going out with this woman?
Plus, I feel like you
Not
would be
yet.
rude to sleep on our first date.
He literally just started. going out
Alright,
with this
alright,
woman.
that's fair. That's fair.
Let's spread out the blanket and have lunch then, shall we? I made an assortment of sandwiches.
You snooze, you lose. Thank you very much. The sandwiches were delicious.
Oh no, it was my pleasure. I'd love to make you something a little more hearty next time. You'll have to come over sometime.
I'd be happy to. Don't you live with your family?
Would that make it too awkward?
I'll wear my best suit and bring a gift.
That would just make it even more awkward. My mom and sister are relaxed, friendly girls. Make yourself right at home.
And your father? I know he passed away when she was young in our previous lives.
Oh, my dad.
And I guess it's the same this time around.
Oh god, I forgot about him. He's always like, if you bring a guy home, I'll make sure he'll never comes back again.
Right.
wanna talk to him.
I'm glad to hear he's alive and well.
He's a bit overprotective. don't think he actually means it, though.
I'll have to meet them eventually. So I'm sure I'm ready for anything.
And, how are your parents, Michelle?
They're doing fine. They live in the suburbs not far from here, and I go back to visit occasionally.
Oh, neat. It sounds like things are pretty different for both of us this time around. Out of curiosity, are your parents Lady Ledi and Lord Antonin?
I don't think the Lord and Lady is necessary.
Force of habit.
But no, they are not my parents this time. And ever since my memories came back, I've had odd moments of disassociation, where life doesn't feel like it belongs to me.
Oh, yeah, that's happened to me a few times, too. Some things are the same as before, but a lot's changed.
Hold on a second.
Nope.
How much do they remember of their past?
These two remember literally everything.
Everything? Is this even a
Everything.
first date?
Depends. Depends on your
Technically.
definition. But
Haven't these two
technically,
had sex?
no.
No.
Oh, they haven't?
No.
Alright, I
Not
thought they
in,
were
not in the end.
together.
They didn't end up.
I think they just got naked in front of each other.
They didn't have the technology back then, but they do
They
now.
didn't have the technology!
They didn't invent sex yet in the
They
previous
didn't have a
millennium.
cylindrical
Oh,
stone
no,
yet.
no, I meant the strap.
Should have just ate out. Anyways.
True.
I already read this line, so
Yeah,
whenever
okay.
you're ready. Sometimes memory of my old family comes back to me, and I start wishing I could see them again.
Oh, yeah, that's right. God, I want to make a joke about Imaneko, but I can't.
Tell me,
Hmm?
am I any different?
Uh...
I am, aren't I? I can't possibly be the same exact person I was back then. I have a different family, different values. I was raised in a different environment.
The same could be said of me. I led a very different life than my previous one. I've read that we're always changing. That we're never exactly the same person we were even a second ago.
Oh?
Cells are constantly dying and dividing. Around 10% of the bone tissue in your body is replaced every year. I can only be considered the same man I was a mere few years ago, never mind an entirely different life.
I guess.
That's just on a physiological level. The mind is the same way. I didn't think and feel the same way as a child that I do now. We are, in essence, in a perpetual state of transformation.
I still think of you as the same Michelle, though.
And I you. That's all there is to it. While scientifically speaking, we may be constantly changing, we're still able to recognize each other as each other. And perhaps that is the nature of the soul. I love the Giselle of a second ago, the Giselle of the present, and the Giselle of every second to come. All is
Damn, game. Me too.
Oh, she also likes all the Giselles. It's fair.
Shut up. Now, that is something the old Michelle would never have said.
Could never have said, I imagine.
Jeez, you caught me all off guard and now I'm all flustered.
I can refrain in the future if you would prefer.
No, don't even think about it. Tell me more. I want to hear more.
I'll see what I can do.
Way to kill the mood, Captain Awkward.
Putting pressure on me like that isn't making it any easier.
You really aren't that different at all, are you?
Probably not.
I still sometimes wonder if maybe this is all a dream. I honestly wasn't sure we'd ever cross paths. That we would have this reunion. I even questioned whether anything I remembered was true. Maybe I was just delusional. No one believes in reincarnation or past lives today, so it was sometimes hard to believe it myself, you know?
But still, you came looking.
For as much as I couldn't believe, I wanted to believe 10 times more. That our time together, that the things I felt, that everything that took place in that mansion wasn't just my delusion. So I'm glad I did.
As am I. I feel much the same way. I thought I was confused, a man playing tricks on me. But as time passed and the fog slowly cleared, I felt the strange certainty that I would find you if I went there. And I'm so glad I did.
I wonder what everyone else is up to.
Everyone else?
I mean, we're here, so it wouldn't be if everyone else that was trapped in the mansion were too. On my way to see you that day, I actually ran into someone who we might have known.
Oh?
A man with wavy hair and lost his hat in the wind, and I picked it up for him. When he saw me, he asked if we had met before. And the way he talked, it sounded like he was looking for someone.
Huh.
Do you want to maybe see if we can find them?
And do what?
I don't know, have a class reunion?
A 1,000-year reunion would be quite the unusual event. I wouldn't mind seeing them. Although I don't think we should go out of our way of looking. They have their own lives now, much like we ours. We're free from the shackles that once bound us. We should continue to be free to walk our own paths.
Yeah, you're right. Though, I do kind of hope we run into each other sometime.
If we do, that simply means we were traveling intersecting paths.
I like the sound of that. The hand of fate guides us.
Indeed. But to tell you the truth, until recently I didn't believe in fate, or miracles, or souls. Anything that couldn't be demonstrated by science.
Oh, you didn't? Well, I guess that's normal in this day and age.
But now that I've experienced it for myself, I can no longer not believe.
It would be hard not to. Michelle?
I know I just said we shouldn't go out of our way to look for anyone. But there is one person I would like to find.
Oh, I know, your brothers.
I said one person. Though I would like to see them, too. I was referring to her. I promised her that when we met again, we'd be friends.
I'd like that too. And to see her again, to be friends, and to put a smile on her face. Well, I think we've done enough relaxing to last all week. What's next on the schedule? I mean, I wouldn't mind staying here all day if that's what you want.
I was thinking we could head into town. Maybe do some window shopping.
It sounds like a plan.
Was there something funny about that?
Just who would have thought the day would come when you would want to suggest that we go out to the town together?
I wasn't holed up in there because I wanted to be. If things were different, I would have had no problem going outside.
If you say so, Michelle.
Le Pavillon.
Oh, speaking of books, Umineko.
Hmm?
Have you ever thought of writing anything, Michelle?
Read a novel? Why would I?
We've had some rather unique experiences, and I thought they might make a good book.
I think those movie producers will come after your ass.
Good.
First of all, I have the writing ability of a 7th grader.
Ouch.
Oh, that's surprising.
Do I look like the writing type?
You're smart. It seems like something you'd be good at.
I would probably be a much better conversationalist if I were any good with words.
I wasn't actually sure if you realized how bad you were at that.
I can assure you, I'm well aware.
Zing!
But, being able to express yourself verbally and on paper are two completely different skill sets. It may take you an hour to come up with exactly the right words to use, but writing doesn't have a time limit.
Regardless, I don't think I could write about that. How about you? I suspect you might be the better fit for the job.
What, me? I don't think I'd make a very good writer either. And this is going to sound silly coming from me as the one who suggested it, but I think it might be best to keep our memories to ourselves.
Ah.
Putting something so personal, so special like that for all the world to see kind of makes it lose a little bit of that magic, you know?
I like to imagine Keika Hanada like rubbing his hands together like, yes, quiet.
Jeez.
I agree with you wholeheartedly. And so much of those experiences I could never put into words, no matter what I thought of my own writing ability. Nor am I interested in putting them on display. They're precious in part because they're our experiences. And I would like to keep it that way.
Yeah. Well, it sounds like we're in agreement, so next topic. We should buy something while we're here. Then we can sit shoulder to shoulder on the sofa and read together.
I have no objections. However, it might be best to buy separately so we can each have something that we can enjoy.
One book. One couch. A trip down memory lane.
God, these two are so fucking.
Pardon?
You remember that time we sat by the fireplace together reading from the same book? You were so stiff and cold. And that was before we had fallen in love even. But that was right about the time we started getting closer. Or do you not remember?
Of course I do. I remember that day crystal clear. I heated up some awful wine on the fire, then we made ourselves nice and warm and read a book of adventure stories. As I recall, I was not yet especially kind to you at that point in time. Although, I still consider it a happy memory.
In that case, how about we look for something nice and old to spark some more of those memories?
Yes, let's.
I love them so much.
Do they really want to meet Yukimasa? Do they really?
They're
Do they
probably
really
a
want to meet
they're a little bit
Jacopo?
curious.
Isn't Yukimasa a high school student right now?
No.
No, that
he's
is
an engineer
no,
or
is that
something.
Is that Mel?
Mel
Or like
is
a
a
carpenter,
student.
isn't he?
Mel's a carpenter.
Or something like that.
Mel is a
No.
high school student.
It's real.
Mel like the high
And
school
his
student.
sister was a
Yukimasa works with his hands.
Yeah. I can't believe the sun's set already. Why can't there be more time in the day?
Your parents will probably be worried if you're out much longer. Let me walk you to the station. Giselle?
Give me 3 seconds.
That's her phone. I presume she's calling home.
Hey, Mom? I'm out with a couple of friends, and you'll never guess what happened. We ran into a few girls I haven't seen since high school.
Huh?
We're gonna be staying the night at one of their houses so we can catch up. I'll be back sometime tomorrow. Yep, I got everything. See you. Bro, she just like me for real. Well, you heard me.
Are you sure about this? And do you lie to your mother like that all the time?
I just haven't told her I have a boyfriend yet, and I don't have time for that conversation with her tonight. Unless you don't want there to be a tonight.
I didn't think you were the lying type.
I can be a bad girl when I feel like it. She'd believe me without a second thought, though, because I'm normally well behaved. I've never given her a reason to not trust me.
And you're sure about this?
Would you rather I go home?
I never said that. It's just we have plenty of time ahead of us. There's no need to rush anything.
I've tried to hide it, and I probably haven't done the best job of it. But I've been over the moon all day today. And who wouldn't be? I finally reunited with the man I spent an eternity waiting for. And today's the first day I get to spend any real time with him. It might seem like we have all the time in the world, but you never know what might be waiting around the corner. We've both experienced that reality firsthand. Were you not as excited as me, Michelle? Have I been getting myself worked up over this all by myself like an idiot? Was I alone in thinking that this would be the most important day of my life?
No, of course not. When I saw you last week, the last thing I wanted to do was let you go home. I wanted to carry you back with me right then and there. But I didn't want to put you in a position where I was forcing you to uproot your own life, possibly getting in the way of your education.
If any time called for a little pushiness, that was it. Yes, this was just an ordinary date. But it's a miracle it ever happened.
I'm sorry. I want to spend as much time with you as I can, Giselle. Will you stay with me?
Absolutely. Oh, and there's another thing that's changed about you, Michelle. You've learned some basic social skills, like reading between the lines.
You act like I wouldn't have been able to figure out what you'd wanted me to say back then. Okay, you're right, I probably wouldn't have.
I didn't think you concede on that one.
Anyways, what now? Should we find a restaurant and have some supper?
Remember what I said about being pushy? Now's the time.
What? Meaning,
You're going to make me spell it out for you. I want you to what? You know, take me to your...
of course. I would love to take you back to my... crap. It's still a complete mess. But if I bring her to a hotel, that's all I'm in it for. I should need to ask her to wait for a little bit to buy me enough time to at least make it look like a tornado didn't just pass through.
She's been cleaning the house for 1,000 years. I think she can handle it.
About indigestions, Randy.
Oh, let me guess. Your place isn't presentable?
Well, that might be putting it lightly.
How many naughty posters do you have?
Not a one!
What about blow-up dolls?
Even fewer! What do you think I am?
Oh, so you have some, huh?
Oh, damn!
He said less than 0.
He said fewer, didn't he?
Yeah, well, no, like, he said
yeah, he
not
said
a
he had
1,
You would
and
say
he said even
exaggerating.
fewer. Yeah.
Okay, I misunderstood.
For-
-0.
Not the one does not mean 0.
humor.
I gave you a blow-up doll. I gave you all my blow-up.
You don't need to hide anything from me, Michelle. No matter how strange your fetishes are, I promise I won't judge you.
What a gal.
She's so supportive.
I love the old Michelle, and I love the new Michelle all as one.
Especially the new
I
one.
did not expect my declaration of love in the park to be turned around on me quite like this. I swear there's nothing weird about my place. I've just been so busy with work lately I haven't had a chance to clean, so it's a bit of a wreck.
Oh, psh. Well, if that's all it is, I'll gladly help you make it sparkle.
No, I'm not bringing you over and having you clean for me. Please give me maybe 30 minutes, you can...
Nope.
What?
I'm not spending 30 minutes, even 30 seconds away from you just because your place is a little messy.
It won't be long, I swear.
It doesn't mean not... No doesn't mean not long, it means no. I lied to my mom so I could have this time with you. And think about it. Wouldn't it be better for both of us if I could see you as you are, not how you want to look for me? To help pave the way for our future.
She's going to have me under her thumb for the rest of my life, isn't she?
And off we go then. First some groceries, then back to your place.
Off we go.
And here we... I said I wouldn't judge you. But I don't think I can keep that promise.
What did I tell you?
Alright, time to roll up our sleeves and make this place shine. Oh, you know, this kind of reminds me of 1,000 years ago. Here's hoping I don't suffocate in a cloud of dust this time. Phew. See, that didn't take too long between the two of us.
I apologize for making it take any of your time.
Oh, don't be, really. I'm mostly glad it didn't turn out to be a bunch of gross rotting food. Swarming with bugs would be a bridge too far, I think. And I can tell you've been pretty busy with all the thick books and stacks of papers.
Thin reference manuals or document stacks are a rarity. I try to keep much of it as digitally as I can, but a lot of these papers and reports aren't available in any other format.
You're a systems engineer, was it?
That's right. I was working at a company until a few years back, but I've been keeping steady work as a contractor lately.
Wow. I'm amazed. The Michelle I knew at Cower at the sound... The Michelle I knew at Cower at the sound of the word work and could hardly have survived 3 days of it on its own. God damn.
What a burn.
She's just like me, for real. Just let me just pull the trigger real quick. To be on his toes. You know, before I found you, I assumed you'd be noble like last time.
So you assumed I was a helpless shut-in.
And boy, am I glad you didn't turn out to be King Neat again.
Is that the thing?
I'm glad to have not disappointed you.
I also kind of suspected you would end up making video games.
That's an unrelated side story.
Huh?
Huh.
I hardly even play games.
On a
What gave you
scale
that
of 1
idea?
to 10,
Does he make games in
how
that
much
story?
of how
No,
much
no,
of
not at
a
all.
how much of a male living space do you think Michelle's apartment is?
Oh,
Not at
man.
all.
Good.
Not at all.
I don't.
It's
I mean,
simply-
yeah, but it's a visual novel. This
He's a male
This is the
representation.
First of all,
This
they
is-
just cleaned
Do you
it,
think
so
he
it
has
wasn't really
anything
clean.
on his walls?
I think he
There's
has a
no way.
stark white room.
Listen, there is no way he has both a sofa and a couch like,
Well, this is
in
the
his
living
living room.
Also, to clarify,
No
the
way,
third to
no
seventh
way.
layer.
No way, no how.
This is a living room, not his bedroom.
My dude has a plastic
Oh
chair.
my god.
That's it.
I'm not sure. Visions of a parallel universe, perhaps?
I'm not even going to ask. What
Why does a
about you?
bachelor have 2 couches?
Do you have a dream job, Giselle?
And I want to open a shop. Maybe it's because I came from a merchant family in my last life, but I've always been interested in running some kind of store. I'm even majoring in economics.
Huh. I like that idea.
If I do manage to get something up and running, I hope you'll help out.
I like that comment. Just some kind of shop.
Bro, listen, there's any kinds of shops, bro. Get your goods.
Wait,
What are you
bed is
buying?
just a mattress?
His
What
bed
are
is
you
just a
buying?
mattress. It
What
has
are
no
you
bed
selling?
frame.
Yeah, bed frames are expensive.
Nah, he can afford it. He just doesn't see the need.
Absolutely.
Wait, what does he do?
I don't think I've got. Blah, 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 blah. I'll do anything I can if it leads to a brighter future for you.
Okay, well, I'm gonna borrow your kitchen for a bit.
Is there anything I can help with? You made lunch too, so I feel awful doing nothing.
Last I checked, you and cooking were a dangerous mix.
I think my taste buds are a little more refined this time around.
Hopefully. In that
He,
case,
he
I'll have you
says
chop the
eating a whole
veggies.
parsnip.
But I'm the one who puts everything together, okay?
She doesn't believe me. Alright, chop, chop, chop. Ow, my hand!
I'm stuffed.
It was wonderful. Thank you. Watching your work was like watching someone perform magic.
Was I doing something funny you didn't tell me about?
No, that's not what I meant. Just the way you managed to make everything so perfect without even looking at a recipe.
Well, cooking is kind of a hobby of mine. But I lost a bit of preparation time to cleaning, so I couldn't make everything I wanted to. Next time I'll make you something real fancy, though.
Like a roast chicken?
Let's save that one for Christmas.
Zing!
I don't think when we haven't mixed the sight of just the two of us sitting around a large roast chicken any less ludicrous, though. Oh yes, shall we open the wine now?
Should I gasp or should I say gas?
I think
You
saying,
know
I think,
that
I think
that's
saying
absolutely
gasp,
saying.
yeah.
Like, say it, but with the emotion of a true
Like
gasp.
gasp!
Of a gas.
Like, you gotta get that sound in there when you say gasp.
Gasp! You only brought me to your home so you could get me drunk and have your way with me?
You see, she was just projecting whenever she said he wanted to do the Busty Maid movie.
Only consensually.
What?
What a
I'm
king.
joking. Let's have some wine, shall we?
I'm sorry?
Wait, what? Wait,
Was he joking about the consensual part? I'm sorry?
Well, I think there was a loss in translation.
I think he meant like the whole bit.
I never said I wasn't okay with it.
Huh? I'm sorry. I was just imagining them having sex, but it's just added any sound effects instead of like
Oh.
actual like.
Oh wait, I rewatched this
Surely.
clip,
Well.
and it makes sense.
No, it's like
Surely.
Venus music playing in the background.
No, it will be South Park music and sound effects.
No.
Well, come on down, South Park.
Because he doesn't know what the fuck he's doing.
It's like, why are you singing this?
Okay.
Why are you
Source engine
singing
noises.
this, Giselle?
There's like
Turn
a
the
there's
off,
like a there's an engine and like a rubber chicken going off in the background.
Like a dust cloud with random blimps coming out of it.
Honk, honk. Okay. Focusing. I got the funny thought out of my head. I'm still probably gonna laugh for like a few more minutes though. Anyways. Oh, this is still a ways out. I thought I would mention I'm going to be moving sometime next year.
Oh, but this is a perfectly fine apartment.
I mentioned my parents lived in the suburbs a little ways from here, right? Well, they're planning to buy a new house soon, too, so I'll be taking over their old place. No point letting it sit unused, I figured.
Wow. So, is your family rich then?
Not extravagantly wealthy or anything, but reasonably well off.
Something rich people would say. Looks like nobility runs in your blood after all.
That's the literal definition, yes, but I don't think that's how it works. Anyway, it's bigger than here. So I was hoping you could come join me once things settle down at school.
Goddamn rich people.
You're asking me to move in with you?
I am.
Absolutely, I'd love to. In fact, I was planning to start bringing stuff over here soon anyway.
Slow down!
Slow down, we've been going slow
It's been
for
over
1 year.
1,000 years! This is like lightning speed! This
They
is like...
they lived together for at least a few years for a while there.
Like, they've had nothing but time.
I didn't think you'd be the one to ask
goddamn.
me.
I figure it doesn't hurt to be pushy every now and then.
Oh, I'm excited. Let me know when you have a date, and I'll help with the move.
I mean, it shouldn't be too hard. There's only 2 sofas and a chair and a table.
Wait, weren't they actually only together
There's
for a month
space back there.
as a couple?
None. And they're together like, I want to say a year or so.
I thought that they lived together for a year, but they were together as a couple for a month.
It was
Yeah,
about a
they-
year. Yeah, it was about like a year and a half or so, and they were a couple
Well-
for like less than a quarter of that, I think.
Well, yeah, but then they both waited for the other for a fucking long ass time.
Mm-hmm.
They both went through some shit for each other too.
Exactly. Certainly. I'm quite looking forward to it as well. Oh wow, he doesn't have a bed frame. Well, no, wait.
Wait, hold on.
That's like a heater or like a something.
No,
No,
that's
That is
okay.
that is a
You could
standing
air-
space heater.
I have-
I used to own. I literally owned like one that looked exactly like that.
No, wait,
That's
he does have a bed frame. There's something there. He doesn't
Yeah.
have he doesn't have a thing of backing his bed though.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
there's legs. There's legs on the bed.
If it's a space
It
heater,
does
then
have
why-
legs.
If it's a space heater, then why does it look like one of those old infomercial fans where you had collected all the dirt from the air and you had to clean it off the blades?
Maybe it's a fan.
Anyway.
No, that's ionic.
That's a standing fan for sure. Anyways, thank you for letting me use your shower, Michelle.
Here we go.
And your clothes.
No problem. Well, they are rather big on you. If a little tight
Boyfriend
around your
shirt.
chest.
Boyfriend shirt. My heart's kind of starting to race now. In a different house, wearing different clothes with a different smell.
Boy smell. Smelling. I'm pretty sure that's clean. Should I get you something else?
No, they don't smell. They smell like
Yeah.
you, which makes me smile.
Boy smell, boy smell, boy smell.
Oh god, what am I
Boys that
saying?
stink good.
Oh, that.
I forgot to mention. I only have one bed.
Oh no.
The perfect number.
Well then, right this way.
After you. Hey, Michelle. Are you nervous?
Not at all. We've slept together before in the past.
No, yeah, I suppose we have. But this time feels different. My heart's pounding like crazy.
I take it back. I'm nervous too.
Hey,
Hmm?
can we hold hands?
Lewd.
Sure.
Shut up.
This is a cute, tender moment.
I want you to know, I'm the happiest girl in the world right now. I'm so happy I'm scared I'll wake up and it'll all be a dream. Or tomorrow will come and it'll be torn away from me.
I thought I was supposed to be the worrywart, and you the eternal optimist.
Normally,
You have nothing to fear. I will never let go of this hand again.
no vanishing on me or pushing me away or anything like that.
I
Okay?
promise. Let's make this happiness into something that lasts forever. You and me, together.
No getting bored of me once I'm over the hill either.
I would never. Besides, I'll be making it there well ahead of you.
I expect you to grow up to be the classiest 40-something in town, and don't you forget it.
I'll try not to disappoint you.
Hey, Michelle. I love you. More than anything in the world. And thank you so much for finding me in this life.
And thank you for waiting so long and never giving up. Both in this life and the last. Giselle, I love you too.
Mm-hmm. Good night, Michelle. And with that, I go to sleep.
Alright, now start playing the goofy elephant noises.
Wake up.
Stop, Joe. Ah!
Wake up, Michelle.
Ah, so bright I thought I shut the curtains.
Morning, sleepyhead.
Giselle, good morning.
Wait, forget that. Do over.
Huh?
Good morning, Master.
There it is.
I hope you slept well.
I can say without a doubt, I have never slept better, nor woken to a more pleasant sight in my entire life.
Adorable.
And so their happy
Yay.
ending continues on.
Yay.
Wait, is that it? Is there more?
Man, that was better than the entirety
Oh wait,
of
there's one
Innocent
more. There's a little
Oh,
bit extra.
Oh.
Khan, I believe this is you.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
I believe I'm on the second floor. Ah, yes, there it is. But I need my key to get in. The landlord should be able to help me with that. He lives upstairs, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh my, why hello there. Are you a new neighbor?
Yes, I move in today.
Were you not told where to find your key?
It was a rather sudden move, so perhaps it was missed in the confusion.
Oh, is that so? Well, your key's right here, darling. On the back of your mailbox door. Here you are.
Thank you.
You don't smile much, do you, darling? Oh, shame. You're very pretty.
I've just never been very good at it.
Practice makes perfect.
Thank you for your assistance. And it's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. Good day.
Oh, I think you do, darling.
Well, I should go.
Before you go. Make sure to stop by and say hi to the landlord.
I assumed you were?
Oh, heavens, no. I live on the 3rd floor. The landlord's one level up on the very top floor.
My apologies for the confusion.
It's the weekend, so I should be home. He recently took over for his parents. And my, oh my, he's the prettiest young man I've ever seen.
So
Yeah.
true, so true.
I'm not sure how a man
Oh,
would
no.
take to being called pretty, but I'll be darned if there's a better word to describe him.
It's just like
If I were another 30 years younger, I might have tried to go after him myself. It can't be what? 15, 16-year-old? See in high school and already living on your own. You're moving fast, darling. Are your parents?
I have a lot to unpack, so I really should get going.
Oh dear, so sorry for keeping you. If you need anything, just give me a shout, okay? Or the landlord, I'm sure be happy to help too. It was a pleasure meeting you, darling.
You too, ma'am. She's a bit overwhelming. I hope the landlord isn't quite so boisterous. She said he was a pretty young man? Well, I should at least say hello. I can leave my bags inside and unpack when I'm done. Oh, a butterfly. How did you get in here? It's moving kind of sluggishly. Don't worry, I'll get you back outside where you belong. Take care. This is the place. I'm not looking forward to this. Too many new people in one day.
Coming. It'll be just a second.
A woman's voice? But the landlord's a man, isn't he? Maybe his sister or wife?
I'll get it.
Wait, that voice.
Probably the new girl. We should both go out to greet her.
Yep, you were right. It's our new neighbor. It's a pleasure to have you. And...
Holy shit.
With that camera sound effect.
He's a landlord.
He is a landlord.
I'll be
The
real,
curse was
it's a little
not-
funny there.
The curse was not broken after all.
I'm
See you
sure,
again in reincarnation.
I'm sure Michelle is a very nice landlord.
The curse was not broken after all.
Housing should not be a commodity. I don't care how nice you are about it.
More like a landlord.
Look, my grandma was a landlord. She was great. She's a sweet lady.
Oh god.
Sorry, now we gotta go to the...
Yeah, we have to stare at Santo Delle. Shit. God, during that entire last bit, I'm like, it should have been me! I went with him, damn it!
Rindy's little heh laugh is so fucking funny.
Just
Ascento Delle, his seat.
So are we going through this? How long is this?
Yeah. Well, we might not finish the entire thing, but this is like the next step up. That being said, I'm gonna go get an apple turnover really quick. I'll be right back.
Oh yeah, so I recently, so you know how my notification sound was the my leg thing?
Yeah.
Okay, so I've recently changed it.
Good God. Yeah.
What is this?
That was the handbag from The Importance of Being Earnest.
Turn it back.
Oh.
I like
Oh, did it not come through? Was it horrible sounding because it was through a
Yes.
mic?
I might be real. I'm
Very,
pretty sure I
very
would not have
well.
recognized it even if it was perfectly
Alright,
clear.
I thought it would be funny.
Do it again.
Do you want to hear it again?
Well, of course. Yeah.
Marmite. I don't.
I don't think I will. It's very low quality. How did you guys think about this?
It was better than the majority
He's
of Requiem for
cute.
Innocence.
I liked it a lot. It's so nice.
Requiem for
so
Innocence
nice.
made Jacopo way worse. I'm sorry.
Wait, Requiem for Innocence? Oh wait, that was the wait, did it?
That was the prequel.
For me, yeah, like he was stupid, but it made him even more stupid, in not a good way.
Yeah.
No,
It wasn't
like
that- it was
I
pretty
think
bad
that's
before.
bad. I think that's bad. I just think that's horrendous writing.
Character assassinated.
I'm not saying he got a character assassinated. I just think I think the problem is that Jacopo just got made 10 times worse, and it made everything because to a certain degree, the only person I felt like didn't have an excuse, and to be honest, they played it as him not having an excuse, was Yukimasa. Jacopo could be stupid, but he's not I never went he's stupid to a point where I'm bashing my head against the wall. It's he's so criminally stupid to the point where I think it's an actual detriment to the story.
Are you sure you're not exaggerating a bit?
No, I'm not. I really think that
It's
Requiem
not
for
that
Innocence wasn't.
stupid.
I don't know. Also, Green going Green Goblin mode.
Well, that's just him hallucinating because of the stress and the,
That was
and the
kinda funny.
assassination attempts. He was trying to be killed by his friends.
I did find that bit funnier than I was probably supposed to.
Part of that might be
The House in
AC's
Fata Morgana is
delivery.
a comic.
I liked I like that he had like the devil on his shoulder and the angel on his shoulder, and both of them were in agreement that shit's fucked.
Wait, who is the angel?
The angel was old Jacopo, young Jacopo.
Mm-hmm. Alright.
The angel doesn't always have to be the female man.
I don't even remember young.
All right, time for what?
And for
Orange,
sit his ass
Sim,
down.
and sometimes Con.
Yeah. Myself, Sim, and sometimes Khan, yeah. Oh, fuck, I have to remember my young Michael voice, Michelle voice. Ah. Welcome back, Didier. I missed you.
Hello there, Michelle. What a pleasant welcome this is. You didn't have to come all the way out here to meet me, though.
I haven't seen you in so long. And waiting inside is so dreary.
What a wonderful sister I've been blessed with. You'd best be careful, though. The sun is quite strong today. Mother would throw a fit if she knew you were out here in this weather.
Do not worry. I from a servant you will be back around now, so I haven't been out terribly long. I know you have not wanted to be tardy either, did you? I took all the necessary precautions.
Well, curses. Now I'll have to be absolutely certain nothing delays my next return.
Yes, indeed you will.
Well, since you're here, would you like to ride back with me?
On your horse? I would love to, but I came on horseback as well. Started the tree over there.
Unlike your brothers, your horse is smart enough to follow you back.
Alright then. I suppose I shall. How's your expedition, Didier?
More of the usual. Just patrols, really. No engagements to speak of.
Quiet is never a bad thing.
I'm not sure if I'd say never.
Do you think something might happen?
No. Nothing you need to concern yourself with, at least.
If you say so. Oh, yes, Mother said she had something important to tell you and to see her as soon as she arrived.
Now that, I do not like the sound of.
I can hardly blame you. Mother has something important to tell you, and the last words anyone would want to hear.
You've gotten feisty now, haven't you?
Don't tell her I said that.
I wouldn't dream of selling out my beautiful baby sister. In fact, I beg you not to say anything of the sort to her either. She can be a bit easy to set off.
If anyone, I think George needs that warning most.
You're on fire today, Michelle. And there she is. The world-renowned Castle Bouligny, our lovely home.
I'm not a child anymore, Didier. And our estate is not nearly as large or impressive as a castle.
You used to love it when I called it that.
I also used to not be 13.
13 is still plenty of child. Now hold on tight. We're going to gallop the rest of the way. Yeah.
What? Wait, slow down, Didier.
Try not to fall.
Random servant.
Good day, Sir Didier.
Oh god.
Thank you. Everyone looks well. Where's my father?
Lord Antonin is on personal business. He
Jesus
should
Christ.
be returning tomorrow.
Thanks. Guess I just missed him. Well then, I should see what other... What was that noise?
That would be George.
Oh. I didn't realize he was going to be home.
Shall we check in on him? Oh, hey, Joshy.
Yeah, I kind of figured when the brother showed up. No, this won't do it all! It needs more wild innovation, fiery passion. Fiery passion?
Fiery passion.
Fiery passion.
God damn it. I like fairy more. Fiery passion and a solemn, beautiful beauty. Hold on. Let me fix my mouth.
Take your time. It's okay.
Don't laugh at him.
He just has to become French again.
Le gasp!
Well, being French is inherently funny, Con.
Also, for the record, I'm not laughing. I just find it a bit. I
Oh,
just find the
sad.
nature a bit funny.
Tout pas ton cœur.
It needs
Je
more
suis les-
wild innovation, fiery passion, solemn beauty matched with a squeeze of delicate eroticism.
Eroticism.
I know the word. I got confused by that. Eroticism that doesn't undermine the impact of the whole piece. Oh,
You want to try that gra again really quickly?
oh!
There you go.
It has to be like a good kick to the marbles.
Has he finally lost his marbles?
Yeek! Holy heck! Well, look who it is. I didn't know that you were back, Dee. And you know, it's uncouth to barge into someone without, on someone without knocking.
He knocked several times and called you out through the door. I must say, though, George, it's not much more uncouth to take out your frustration on inanimate objects.
Oh, you're there too, Michelle. I couldn't see you in the shadow of this honking barbarian. You really are a teeny tiny little gal, aren't you?
Mother will not be pleased when she sees this mess you've made of the room.
Oh, my dear Michelle. I'm going to let you in on a little secret. True art is born in the fires of pandemonium!
Is that so?
You could at least pretend to care.
So... Would you care to explain this pandemonium?
Ooh, do you know? You want to know? You want to know all about the masterpiece buried in this wellspring of inspiration. You'll never be able to turn back once you know. But if you're really sure, I can give you all the juicy deets.
I don't care that much, no. Shall we see what Mother needs to talk about, Michelle?
Yes, let's.
Hey, wait! Have you no heart, you Philistines? You're supposed to grab me by the shoulders and beg to hear what all the fuss is about.
If it'll stop making you shouting, if it'll make you stop shouting, fine. Give me the short version.
So much for brotherly love. So the royal family's planning construction on the new
Chateau.
In the city. And I guess who the king himself has to do all of the paintings for it. Why, moi, of course. The great artisan Georges Bolinar.
Wait, what?
Bolinar.
Okay, number one. You don't say
What?
the S in George.
George.
It's just George.
Artiste.
And it's Boulingner, not Bollinger.
French sucks.
Monkey Chateau.
French is terrible.
That's why, like, Morgana didn't fully uncurse them. They're still French.
And landlords.
Is that so?
Oh, we killed him. He's dead.
Joshi is dead.
I'm sorry.
What is wrong with you two? This is huge! It's huger than huge!
I would wager His Majesty did not, in fact, come within 1,000 meters of you.
Life is no fun if you limit yourself to only the truth.
I somehow doubt you're in charge of all the art either.
Oh my god.
Titus, no.
So in other words, there's almost no truth to your claims.
Hey, I really was commissioned to do a piece for the new...
Chateau.
Chateau. Yeah.
Chateau.
Chateau.
And this disaster area is all you have to show for it?
Yep, and I don't know what I'm to do. It's a chance for me to make it into the big leagues. I've gotta paint something that'll go down in history as one of the great works of our time.
Perhaps it would be better if you didn't put as much pressure on yourself. You do much better work when you're relaxed.
You're brilliant, Michelle! Let's go out on the town and let loose. Just the three of us. That's exactly what I need right now!
I've barely had time to sit down since I got back.
I believe this is Mom.
Ahem.
Ah.
Sometimes I think there might be no hope for the three of you. Not even a word to your dear mother.
Good day, Mother. My apologies. I meant to see you as soon as I returned, but...
Crap, Mom's gonna flip her lid. We better get out of here before she brings her rat down upon us, Michelle.
But,
Georges, I heard every last word.
What big ears you have.
Care to repeat that?
Repeat what, my beautiful mother?
I swear, young man. So how did your expedition go, Didier? Did you run into any trouble?
No, it proceeded without issue. Thank you. Everyone returned safely, by the grace of God.
That's wonderful to hear. I prayed for you every day, and it seems he heeded me. I want you to know I've quite missed you, even if Georges and Michel robbed me of the chance to tell you first. I'm deeply relieved to have you back in perfect health.
There's no need to be dramatic, Mother. I was never in any danger of not returning. Nonetheless, I too am.
There's no need for you to be so stiff around your mother.
Sorry. It's good to be home, Mom.
That's more like it. Welcome home, my darling boy.
Yeesh, just look at him go. A grown man fawning over his mother like a little boy. Make sure you give him crap about that later, Michelle.
But,
You really need to learn to whisper more quietly.
Wonder who you inherited those ears from.
I swear, you... So, Mother, Michelle tells me you have something important you want to speak with me about.
Ah, yes, that I do. I'm sure you'd like to rest after your trip, but would you come to my chambers for a bit first?
Certainly.
Oh! What's this? Can I come too?
This is my business. Why should you be allowed to stick your nose into it?
Because it sounds like fun. And maybe it'll give me, my muse, a nice kick in the rump.
It's not a private matter, so I don't mind. In fact, maybe it would be better if you were there too, George.
Yeah. You're coming along too, Michelle.
What? Why would I?
Oh, what am I going to do with you three? What do you think?
Of the painting? It's a fine piece. Clearly not made by George.
Zing!
I would have done it 10 times better. Who the heck is responsible for this rubbish?
Quiet, boy.
He would audibly say sniffle. You know that.
Sniffle.
Does George have a disease where he'll die if he isn't running his mouth every waking moment or something?
Yes.
Not the painting itself, the girl in the painting.
She's pretty, I suppose.
Do you like her?
In what sense, Mother? Where are you going with all this?
Ooh.
This girl is the daughter of the Castinier estate to the south of us. Or what she will look like a few years from now.
That's creepy. I hate that.
In a few years. Then she's still a child?
She is, yes, and her family is trying to complete arrangements for her marriage as soon as possible.
Marriage.
That's right. The Castiniers are a respectable family with lots of land. We have plenty to gain from this arrangement. All you need to do is say...
Mother. As I have told you on several occasions, my body and soul belong to the church. I will neither succeed father or take a wife.
Fucking bitch, that's not what...
What a good boy.
And you're firm in your decision?
Yes. I'm sorry to disappoint you.
That's very disappointing indeed. It would be so much more comfortable with you taking over the house. Well, what about you, George? Do you have any interest in her?
Hey, I don't know. I'm not really feeling it.
Now, George, you do realize that Didier did not become head means that you will be right, so you can't make a decision like this, which will affect the future of both our houses for generations because you're not feeling it.
Easy for you to say, Ma, but I can't change what appeals to me. It'd be all for nothing if we couldn't hit it off and never had any kids.
And tell me, what is there not to like about her? She's a beautiful young lady.
He doesn't even look like that yet.
She's
True.
pretty, sure, but I'm getting nasty vibes from that picture. Looks like a real sourpuss.
No
Meow.
treasure.
I want someone more, cheery. If I'm going to have to spend the rest of my life with her,
I wouldn't go as far as him, but there is something about her that doesn't sit right with me. I'm not trying to put it in words, though.
She just looks that way in the painting. I'm certain you'll find her to be a lovely girl when you meet her.
How can you be so sure? You haven't seen her yourself. Anyway, not interested, and that's that.
It's such a wonderful offer, too.
Once I'm sworn in as official court artist, I'll be up to my ears in marriage offers. Something even better will come along, I promise.
I'm afraid with your attitude that may be the last offer we ever see.
Don't worry. We've got ourselves a proud knight of the order, the most sought-after artist in the land, and a brilliant, beautiful princess.
Yeah, princess, right?
If that's not a recipe for success, I don't know what is.
Oh, George.
Sitcom music.
Is something troubling you, Michelle?
What? Oh, no, nothing. My mind was wandering, that's all.
See? Look at what you did, Mom. You upset Michelle by being such a worrywart.
Throwing me to the wolves, are you, my boy?
Yes.
Oh dear, Michelle, I'm just being cautious about our future.
Wow.
I'm not as worried as I may have sounded.
Are you not?
I have the 3 most wonderful children in the world.
And nothing will ever change my opinion of any of them.
I couldn't be more blessed. We're strong, and together we're even stronger. I have no doubt in my mind that we'll thrive and grow for generations to come.
Yeah. We'll all be together. Forever. I'll be real, I forgot about that opening bit.
You're really just rubbing it in, huh?
For a brief moment after waking, seeing only darkness, I forgot where I was. As my eyes adjusted as in the world faded into view, a faint sense of disappointment swelled up in my breast. That was over a decade ago. A life I no longer had. And, in fact, a life I couldn't be certain I ever had. For all I knew, my mind could have fabricated that entire thing. But in short order, the wave of sentimentality receded. A few years earlier, that yearning for bygone days would leave my heart in tatters, but now I had grown largely numb to it. That was the life I knew best. I wasn't a 13-year-old child anymore, nor was I a girl, nor was I a member of the Boligny family. I was a demon most frightful, exiled to a remote mansion.
Kill the accursed thing.
Those were the first words uttered by the witch upon my discovering the being lying in a heap outside the front door. The witch had haunted me ever since the day I resurrected her at the top of the mansion's observation tower a few years earlier. At first, her constant whispering in my ear had been insufferable, driving me to my wit's end. I did everything I could think of to deny her existence and push her out of my life. But that too had passed. I had been drained of all will to fight against her, or frankly, feel anything at all. No joy, no anger, no frustration, no sorrow. Perhaps that could be said to mean she had defeated me, but in retrospect, the witch causing me to encase my heart in stone had consequently kept me from being miserable every time I received a letter from my mother. Made me think getting worked up over some stupid words on scraps of paper was a waste of time and energy. So while I wasn't at the point of gleefully cozying up to her, it was true that her presence had made my life easier.
I can't stand the sight of it. It's utterly dreadful.
The witch wanted me to kill them, but instead I crouched down to get a better look. They seemed to be dead already. It appeared someone had died on my doorstep, and because of the way that they were clothed, I couldn't make anything beyond that at a distance.
It's faint, but they're still breathing. Look, you can see their chest moving.
I'm surprised you noticed. I can barely tell from up close. I reached my hand out to roll them over, at which point the witch gave me an exaggerated sigh.
Ugh. I wouldn't recommend touching them. They're diseased. That's why they look like a human raisin.
That was indeed one way to describe them. What had first come to mind for me, though, was something I had read in a book, about how desert cultures would mummify their dead. The person on the ground looked like the way I imagined a mummy did, though I was under the impression that mummification was performed in order to preserve the bodies of high-ranking individuals. Which is to say, you weren't likely to find one collapsed on your doorstep. Ignoring Morgana's warning, I put my hand on their arm. It twitched and let out a groan.
Just a swift stab to the heart and they won't have to suffer any longer.
The person didn't seem to have enough strength to sit up. Barely enough to hold on to their last vestiges of life. Their finger continued to twitch, but it didn't seem deliberate. The tall grass in which they were lying seemed to want to swallow them all up.
Do it, my dear. Send that poor soul to heaven by whatever means you please. Or perhaps they'll end up in hell.
They're not long for this world without them, I hope.
And who's going to have to deal with the rotting corpse in a few weeks if he sleeps in here?
Next month's delivery boy, presumably.
Imagine the look on his face when he finds it. Imagine what he'll tell your family when he returns. It would make everyone's lives easier if you just killed him there. Bury them somewhere nearby. Let them nourish the earth with their flesh. If there's any nourishment left to be squeezed from them, that is. Or you could try luring some animals here. There wouldn't be a trace of gore to clean up if you let a couple of wolves at them. And they'd get a nice meal out of it, so everyone wins.
I can't imagine they'd find much to enjoy in this pile of bones.
How cold.
You have no room to talk. You're clearly enjoying yourself.
My. What would ever make you think that?
There's been nothing to entertain you recently. I certainly haven't been talking much, and nothing of note has happened. I can tell you've been bored.
A few quiet weeks hardly counts as boredom compared to the years I spent in slumber.
If you say so. Brushing the witch's distractions aside, I put my hand back on the vagrant's arm and flipped them over so I could get a better look. They were much lighter than I had expected. Their arms were little more than flesh and bone, and that flesh felt like leather. I couldn't guess their age or even gender. They were dressed in unadorned brown robes and a cowl. One thing stood out about their dress, though. Their mask. When I removed the mask, I was greeted with torn, wrinkled flesh and eyes so sunken it was disquieting. I wasn't sure what I saw beneath it could even be called a face. Bandages covered their head from their nose down, and what hid beneath them was in even worse condition. I couldn't tell where their nose ended and their cheek began, and their lips had curled back into their mouth, turning into a gaping gash. Even as close as I was, I could barely make out the sound of their breathing. They almost certainly wouldn't survive much longer.
Good heavens.
As I thought, the witch might find some compassion in her heart for the dying vagrant.
Get rid of that filthy thing.
I was immediately proven wrong. Her tone of voice was like that of someone who had found rotten food in her pantry while looking for something to eat.
As I said, they're diseased. You should stay away unless you want to end up like that. Your leg's too frail to hold you up. Your body withered and your eyes sunken, worthless orb. It's highly infectious.
I largely ignored the witch's whisperings. She had liked toying with me, so I couldn't take what she said at face value. She was more than happy to lie or exaggerate for the sake of tormenting me. There was no guarantee that their ailments were contagious at all.
So just hurry and get rid of it. Are you listening to me?
I hoisted the vagrant onto my back. A simple task given for me. Perhaps the least fit man in the world. They were smaller than me, but not child-sized. It was like I was carrying an empty sack of skin. This will give you something to stave off your boredom.
I told you I am not bored. Heavens, I never took you for the kind of raving lunatic who helped strangers.
I wasn't bringing them out of the goodness of my heart. They simply piqued my curiosity. There's something oddly amusing about the whole twisted situation. A witch, a demon child, and a living mummy. And what better place to gather them all together than a cursed mansion? I also think that some part of me wanted to see and feel death up close. This individual, I believe we had a quick recasting. This will be played by Noir instead.
Any direction at all.
The most gender-neutral voice you can possibly imagine.
What's going on? I can't see a thing.
Okay, actually, you know what? Gruffer, because they're like a leper.
What's going on? I can't see a thing. Have my eyes finally started going?
Like, should he sound sick?
Yeah, a little bit.
And I was so close to that mansion. But I guess this is the end of the line for me. Wait. No, I still have my vision.
Oh no, it's Nagito.
It's just dark as hell. Where in the world am I? I'm on a bed.
Good morning.
And who the hell is that? What's going on? I don't... but maybe...
Can you not speak?
No, I can talk, but it hurts. I was just a little startled.
By what?
The angel that's come to meet me at the gates. He doesn't seem to have taken that one well. The man sitting there was a curious specimen, and yeah, I know, pot meat kettle. It appeared almost as if he was part of the surrounding darkness, an ethereal being that might vanish when I next blinked. Not human, but merely something taking its form. Though the more I looked at him, the more it seemed like, rather than him being a part of the darkness instead radiated from him, which is probably where the angel bit had come from.
This isn't the afterlife.
No, I guess it isn't. If this were heaven, I wouldn't feel like death, and there'd be at least a half-dozen naked ladies hanging over me. But I hurt like hell, so I must still be alive. Reality's a bitch, huh? That said, though, I felt like I'd get a lot better with a stony-faced angel like him than what they usually advertised.
The sack of bones and the bed had a voice like dry leaves scraping against one another. While carrying them to the room, I noticed several of their joints seemed to bend in ways they shouldn't. They might be on their older side. But upon closer inspection, that didn't appear to be the case. The way they talk makes them sound young, too. I'm going to guess a man? Early 20s, maybe?
If you're not an angel, then you must be the witch.
I beg your pardon?
I'm just kidding. Don't bite my head off. You don't look anything like a witch.
He's not as far off the mark as he thinks. But he doesn't need to know about my childhood.
So, hey, would you mind sparing a bit of water? My throat hurts like 12 kinds of hell. I'm sure you'd appreciate being able to understand me better.
There's some right there.
Oh, you already got some for me. Thanks, I can't unbend my damn arm. You mind grabbing that for me?
Did no one ever teach you how to say please?
Oh, lighten up, would ya? Show a dying fella some pity.
Maybe he wouldn't have died if I had let him out there. He's much feistier than I expected. In fact, he's nothing at all like I imagined. When he was still lying half dead on the ground outside my door, there was mystique about him. As a mummy, he was interesting, which gave him an inherent value. But now that he was awake and talking, he was normal human. Almost excessively so. I reluctantly picked up the goblet and handed it to him, watching as he pulled down the wrappings covering his mouth and drank. Seemed like he wanted to down the whole thing in one go. Judging from the groans I heard, his body wasn't cooperating. A few years earlier I may have sympathized with him, but not now. All I felt now was curiosity. What was this sick man doing in front of my mansion? What brings you here?
Can't you at least let me drink in peace? Let me tell you, man, I'm in no shape to be multitasking. Takes all my attention just to drink a glass of water. Plus, it's darker than hell in here. I can barely see what I'm doing.
You're free to leave if you're not happy here.
Once I'm through with this water and have had a chance to rest, and maybe a complimentary glass of wine on top of that to raise my spirits, I'll be right out.
Rather brazen for a guest.
Oh, I'm a guest now, am I? I thought I was just a subject for your observation. Hit the nail on the head.
And are you implying that means you should have free reign here?
Sure am. You stop worrying about a lot of things when you're on the verge of death. What's the worst that happens if I piss you off? You kill me? All that means is I lose a few days. No real risk in acting like I own the place. Not a bad deal if I do say so myself.
You certainly are lively and talkative for someone on the verge of death.
I did just have a hefty helping of the elixir of life.
I sighed to myself. I'd taken in quite the high-maintenance specimen, it seemed. There wasn't going to be much worth observing when he was full of such vitality and his lips never stopped flapping. He was exactly the kind of person I could at least stand to be around. I could practically hear the witch saying, "See, what did I tell you? You should have just listened to me and not wasted your time and energy." Which only made the whole thing that much worse. But curiously, I couldn't feel her presence. even though she was seemingly always around. Maybe she was afraid that she might catch whatever disease this man had. Can spirits even get sick? Never mind her. I have more important things to deal with. Like how to get this man out of my house.
Anyway, you were asking what I was doing here. Well, I was looking for something. And that search... Back up a sec. What is this place, anyway? Sure doesn't look like a tiny little one-man shack. Not that I can see much in this dark, but these furnishings don't look cheap.
It's a mansion.
Yours?
Half of it, roughly.
So what, you live with someone?
In a sense.
Huh? Now, I don't want to sound rude, but...
Oh, we're well past rude at this point. Go on.
Already making friends. So I'm curious, there wouldn't happen to be any rumors about this place, would there?
Such as...
Like, say, a cursed witch dwells within its halls.
Oh, for the love of... That's what he was searching for.
Hell yeah, I'll take that sigh as a yes. Excellent. Fan-frickin-tastic. I was heading in the right direction. Let me stay here for a little, please.
Are you out of your mind?
I have a favor to ask the witch. That's the whole reason I came here.
I don't know what you've heard, but the witch isn't one to go around doing people favors. Whatever your wishes, it won't be granted here.
Hey, you never know. There's a first time for everything.
And I doubt this is it. Why is he so fixated on the witch, anyway? The Witch of Legend was said to be cursed. She was spoken of around these parts only in whispers. People stayed away from the mansion for fear of provoking her wrath. Her curse had destroyed an entire city, it was said. I had no way of knowing whether that much was true or not, but I did know that the witch was real. I couldn't figure out how someone could hear the rumors about the witch and decide I'm going to ask her a favor. It's beyond ludicrous.
Well, now that that's out of the way, thanks for the hospitality, buddy.
Stop right there. I never said you could stay.
Anything I could do to change that?
Not a thing.
I was hoping I wouldn't have to do this, but you've left me no choice. I'm staying with you, with or without your permission.
What the hell makes you think you have the right?
I'll happily comply with whatever the head honcho here decides. But remember, you said the mansion was only half yours. So until there's a unanimous agreement to boot me from everyone with a stake in the property, I'm sticking around.
This little weasel.
I won't just be a straight-up leech, though, don't you worry. If you need help with anything, chores, whatever, just give me a shout. But to do that, I guess you need to know what to shout, huh? The name's Imian. Pleasure to meet you. Hey now, giving me the silent treatment? Is that how you're gonna play this? Flat pretending I don't exist?
No. My mind just froze up for a moment. Looks like you're serious about staying. Which is a problem even setting aside the witch situation. The more contact I have with anyone, the greater risk there is that the world of my survival finds its way out.
No, what?
That said, he isn't long for this world. That vigor won't last. That much is certain. In fact, it might be smarter to keep an eye on him. Make sure he's dead before he has a chance to tell anyone about me.
Hello? Need help finding your way out of your thoughts, buddy?
Death will find you long before the witch does, I'm sure.
Eesh, that's the first thing that comes out of your mouth. I've braced myself for that outcome already. But following the logic of that zinger, it sounds like you're giving your approval of my stay.
Resigning myself to it might be a better way to put it.
It's all the same to me. So tell me, what's your name anyway? Unless you want me to stick with calling you an angel or the witch's right hand, that is.
I am neither of those things, thank you very much.
So, what should I call you?
Michelle.
Michelle. Derived from the name of the archangel, Michael. What was that about you not being an angel again?
I haven't wanted to strangle someone this badly in a long time. This is probably a good place to stop for now.
So is this just a side story of it, like an in-between before Giselle shows up? Or?
I need to go pick up my brother. I'll be back in, I don't know, half hour.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So to elaborate, in the middle of the game, Michelle mentions that at some point during just kind of like the abject silence before Giselle shows up, he briefly mentions a sick individual who happened to stop by the house for a little while. This is that sick individual.
Huh?
Yep, this is the story of that thing. That being said, pretty good story, honestly. Like, genuinely, you haven't seen the whole thing, but like, I love Ascento Delle. It's great.
This is cute. Oh my god. We saw some cute shit. Oh my god.
What? Huh?
We saw some cute shit, huh, today.
Yes, we did.
Oh man, I thought that was real cute how they went on that date.
We wanted to start with that since that was it was a little bit lighter, you know.
I don't know. I feel like that could have been a good climax too. If you
It's
ended
fine.
with
We have a lot to go anyway.
Wait, is there more after this?
There's more.
Of course, there's
Oh
more.
my fucking
There's
god!
always been more.
We have to read reincarnations after this.
What the fuck is reincarnation? Is that, I guess. Well, it's probably what it sounds
You
like.
won't believe what happens in reincarnations.
I can take a guess. Oh man, that last CG sure was cute, but I thought he had a bit of a wonky face in it.
It's fine.
Something about his jaw or something like that.
Alright guys, I can barely keep my eyes open, so good
Go sleep.
night.
Yeah, there's something off about. I think it's the eyes actually. There's something about like where the.
His eyes look like they're tearing up.
No, it's like the location that the pupils are. Something's off, or maybe it's like the width of the eyes. There's something off about it to me. I don't know what it is.
He looks
fine to me.
adorable. Yeah. All right. Yeah.
Man, that eyeliner.
You gotta love it, honestly.
I think it might just be the uncanny painterly art style.
I don't know.
It can make faces look a bit very pretty, but also a bit wonky.
But yeah, if nobody else has anything particularly distinct to say, I guess we'll just kind of wrap up for now. And we will finish this one other thing, and then we will do reincarnations afterwards.
This is not a series that I would have guessed would have gotten so many sequels.
This dude loves writing Fata Morgana.
Like, I would have figured it would have ended after the first, like, main story.
And you think this ends after reincarnations? No! We have
What?
seventh layer to read afterwards!
What the fuck is the seventh layer? How many layers are there?
Well, it has 7 to start with.
Is Michelle an onion?
Seventh layer is an alternate universe side story where Michelle makes video games.
What?
Yeah.
Is this a satire or a joke?
No, it was an April Fool's Day. It was an April Fool's game that came out.
So it was a joke.
It was a little bit of a
Oh.
joke, yeah.
Possibly.
Mm-hmm.
You see, Michelle is like an ogre.
I would
Or
say
a parfait.
I would say B can confirm this, but B has 100% passed out by now.
B, you dead?
Oh, hi, B.
Yeah, B's 100% fucking dead.
He's dead, guys.
Put
We
some
lost her.
respect on their name for being the sleepiest one.
She's
He's
in the
dead.
grave.
Is Rindy
She'll
alive?
rise later. Is who?
Is Rindy alive?
Really?
Is
Rindy.
Rindy alive?
You alive? Rindy is in
Oh,
the
look,
grave too.
Georges and Didier are kissing.
B, wake
I don't
up!
know why you
Two
keep
men
doing
kissing!
those things.
No attraction whatsoever.
Two women kissing!
Damn, I can't believe B is straight.
Two vaguely gendered individuals kissing!
Oh, damn.
You
You
gotta
don't
be-
even know. What a mystery.
No,
She's out cold.
Yeah, 100%.
Oh, look, Michelle is kissing this leper.
Mhm.
How hot.
Anyways, yeah, no, that'll be it for now. Sunday we will wrap up this and get onto the other 10 hours of gameplay.
Oh, yeah, I'm excited to see how they possibly could keep this going. I mean, I can see how they can keep it going. It's just, I don't see why they would keep it going.
Okay, so to be fair, Reincarnations is like the last bit of like actual proper story content. There's like, of course, there's like 17 other side stories, but number one, we're not gonna read all of
There's
them. Two,
more?
we might not read any of them. They're like super short. They're like
So we're gonna read all of them because they're really short then.
no. Some of them are related to the alternate endings, like the one where shit gets fucked up, and there's
It's
literally
starting to sound like Higurashi.
there's literally no reason to read all of them. I think B wanted to read the one about Amity or Emi, yeah, me.
There's one about
Yay!
me.
We
There's
get
one
to
about-
see the one where me
Did
get
she die?
thrown it, where she
I
falls
don't
into
know.
a pit.
I don't know a
and dies.
damn thing about it. I didn't fucking do that one.
Damn, I want it to be spoiled for me. I want to know if she dies.
There's one about.
Hey.
There's a couple that I read. One of them was about. Well, so in the Steam version of Requiem for Innocence, there's a few that you like have to read to get the super bonus extra thing. One of them was, I think it was like fucking. It was a side story about. One of them was about. Actually, no, yeah, it's one for each of the three like main guys outside of Michelle. One of them is about Nelly going crazy after what's his name, after Mel leaves.
Was this person inspired by Ryukishi by just keep on making stories for a single property?
No, I think that's a common thing for visual novels.
One's about Yukimasa, and I think one was about Jacopo in his old age after.
Is he a grump?
Yeah, he's a bitch a little bit.
Damn, even.
Oh
like,
man,
even in
does
old age-
Jacopo have a long, sad story that doesn't end in happiness? Shocking.
This man does not get a break.
No, it's the mafia, Jacopo.
Oh, it's that Jacopo.
Bada bing.
Mhm.
Not a bit.
Pizza pasta. But yeah, no, we aren't gonna read any. We're probably not gonna read any of those. They really aren't fucking relevant at all.
How are we gonna know if he enjoys his pasta fazool?
Also, to be fair, Umineko also has a shitload of side content as well. We just didn't touch any of it. Yeah, no.
Yeah, we didn't get into like Umineko Tsubasa or Haku.
Hold on a second. So let me get this. Let me tell you about the side stories. So here's one from just one release. This is Umineko Tsubasa. There's Letter from Burncastle. The Witch's Tanapata isn't sweet. Game Master Battler. Jessica's Mother's Day Present. Jessica and the Love Charm. Memoirs of the Lambda Delta. Notes from a Certain Chef. Labor Thanksgiving Day Gifts. The Seven Sisters Valentine. Beatrice's White Day. Cornelia the New Priest. Whose Tea Party? Valentine Paper. To Mount Purgatory. Sakutaro. Arigato for 556.
Are these written by Ryukishi?
Yes, they all are.
Yes.
Jesus.
And they're all great and wonderful.
There's Umineko Nakakuro ni Hane, which has Jessica and the Killer Electric Fan, and Forgery Number XXX, which introduces Black Battler.
He's so
Is that like Detroit Emiya?
No. No, it's the Black Battler from the fighting game.
Damn.
And the one featured in episode 8.
He's the one that dresses like 2019's The Joker.
Anyways, that is there's more than enough shenanigans. I'm going to go ahead and end the stream now. Good night, everybody. Have a good one.
Bye
Good night.
I've currently found that it says Witch Hunt have been asked by Ryukishi07 to completely ignore doing an English translation of Saku until they can finish Sakonia.
Oh no.
So, just stop what you're doing and do some more Sakonia. That Sakonia that I'm not writing any more of right now.
Oh.